Okay, can you hear me now? Just let me know if anybody can actually hear this or not. Okay, can you hear me now? Just let me know if anybody can actually hear this or not. Hey, stop. Come on, let's go outside. Come on, outside. Zeus, now. Come on. Get out. Okay, can you hear me now? Just let me know if anybody can actually hear this or not. All right, sorry, I'm trying to work on having a second device so that I can actually see any comments, but I might just have to deal with having it come up at the top. Yes, I know I'm a damn noob. Shut up, Travis. Just let me know if anybody can actually hear this or not. Alright, sorry, I'm trying to work on having a second device so that I can actually see any comments, but I might have to deal with having it come up at the top. Yes, I know I'm a damn noob. Shut up, Travis. Alright, let's do it. Just let me know if anybody can see where we're at, actually. I started the round already. I think I just played the first 4 holes. Yep, so far we dropped the Alba on 3, eagled 1, lucky, had a rough iron shot. So going to 5 and going to do the worst possible thing, which is going full bore. You're hearing me twice. Okay, that's not good. Tell me if that's any better. I can't figure out why. I've actually got this pulled up. You then robot you. What the fuck are you typing, Travis? You English major. All right, let's do this. How many? I don't know who's watching, or let's see. Can I look at the? Damn it! I really need to learn how to do this, but screw it. All right, let's go. Hole 5. We're gonna go full bore, Apocalypse and Berserker. Likely ends up in the rough, but it's actually an easy rough shot without having to go full, or without going into any overpower, really. We just got to make sure we hit the tee shot right, which, hey, maybe we can. Fuck yourself, Derek. All right, away we go. Thanks for joining, everybody. I don't know who all's here. I'm having trouble with my second device, so I can't really see any of the chat except for what pops up on my screen. So forgive me if I miss something. I'll try to get this fixed as we go.
I don't like this shot with Apocalypse 3. Where's your wrench? Dude, I can't even get YouTube to open right now so I can see the comments. Much less fucking with you and your wrench so that you can mute people. Hey, what's up, Jason? Okay, cool, man. So we are going to go bombs away right off the bat. Great left shouldn't be too bad. Actually, that might help us a little bit. Might keep us out of the rough. This is pretty much the landing spot anytime. Leaves you with the Nirvana shot that's easy, no overpower. And really, with the way the curvature of this green is, I haven't really figured it out yet. I haven't got it to fall, but I've gotten it really close. But anyway, we'll take that. Why doesn't Derek have a wrench yet? Because, you fuckers, I don't ever stream. I don't even know how I set the wrench to begin with. I'm guessing Travis has one. Who knows who else has one? Nobody's ever really watched. So I've streamed all of, I think, twice. Got you two in here fucking with me. Get in the hole. Yeah, we'll take it. I don't ever get it high enough up the hill for it to feed all the way back down, but I'll take a tap-in eagle and an annoying emoji person here. Yes, thank you, buddy. Hit your damn shot. Stop with your emoji spamming. So how's everybody doing? Like, I know we've had the chat going all day, and several people have posted shots, which is awesome. I think the chat group's actually turned out even better than we expected it to be. We got a really good group this time. So who has finished, and what type of scores have you guys had so far? Oh, and Derek, how disappointed are you that I don't sound? Oh my God, are you that I don't sound like some full bumbling redneck? You thought I was gonna sound like this right here and be all country? Sorry to disappoint. All right, fuck off, guy. Oh, nice. Platinum chest. All right. Hole 6. We are going to go Apocalypse and Kingmaker. Yeah, the chat group is much better than expected and much bigger than expected, actually. So I hit this shot earlier with my third account, and it actually ended up left for the first time. So I'm a little... can I swear like Chris Taylor? I could try. So, like, what's motherfucking cunt, bitch, whore, slut, I hope you die, things like that. Nice round, Scott. All right, so full left, no top spin at all. And I'm sort of using a reference point here instead of actually counting out the rings. I'm using it right at the base of this large rock here, trying to pretty much center it right on that. And then try our best not to overpower this at all. Now what it is on that, I tried adjusting a little bit further to the right on the last setup, and it cut it even more. So anybody has a suggestion on that, let me know. I've been caught up in this rough a couple of times now in pretty much the exact same spot. I thought about trying just like a half a bar top spin, but a little nervous about that. I don't want to end up long either. I don't know what you're talking about getting down to the base, Travis, but I don't think I want to know either. Yeah, thanks, Derek. Appreciate that. That wasn't the intent. I'd like taking this shot and actually hit one perfect out of the rough. That would be nice. Oh, sure. But I definitely need to adjust that tee shot a little bit. So, Travis, Derek, anybody that might be watching, based on that initial setup on that tee shot, do I just need to aim that just a little bit further right? It's like another ring or two right. Hey, what's up, Boomer? No, you save your 500 and donate it to the guys who really put a lot into the community, man. They deserve it. I'm just doing this to, maybe help out a couple of people. But thanks for the sentiment. I know you're kidding around, but I've seen where you're very generous with everyone, and that's awesome, man. I'm glad that you support the people who put in the time. Derek, that was Apocalypse 5. All right, hole 7. So I don't think it's worth on this hole wasting. I don't have that many win 5 or even win 4 balls on this account. So I don't really feel like it's worth wasting here. Just because it seems like it's such a a difficult hole-in-one to make in the first place. So we're actually just going to go with a Kingmaker and, try to get close, basically residing to the fact that we're going to take birdie. I'm not exactly the most comfortable with this hole and haven't really found a consistent good line yet. Good enough that we can get it, on the fringe next to the hole or, a couple of feet away from putting, but I haven't really threatened to make the hole-in-one yet. So the people that have participated in I played a little more right of your setup, maybe 2 rings. Okay, cool. All right, Travis, I'll try that on the back then. Thank you. What I was going to say, the people who've participated this time in the expert chat, what does everyone think about it so far? Are you happy with it? Sort of what you expected, or We've definitely gotten better participation this time, which has been great. Yes, smartass, there's an expert chat. Oh, that's the first time I've gotten that one. A little bit unlucky there. What's up, Jim? Welcome, man. You showed up just in time to see me miss this this rough chip here and have to par number 7. A little bit of an unlucky bounce, but it happens. Did someone just say have a little less eking? Okay. I'll quit participating in the chat so much, fuckers. All right, hole 8. So we're actually going to try this line that Travis played earlier with a berserker and see how close we could get it down there. Let's see what else we have right here. Okay. Just in time for hole 8. Yep. We'll see how this goes. I tried earlier with the ghost ball and APOC 4, but this is going to be the first attempt with this line of going a little bit further down instead of trying to get the bounce right by the bunkers. I'm going to try to land a little bit further down. Bombs away. Ah, I at least like that to stay in the rough. I don't think I quite got as far down as you did, Travis. I needed to land that a little further. Oh well. If nothing else, we get an easy birdie here, but I can get fortunate in my, 1 out of 10. We'll see. It sucks we got kind of hosed on hole 7 there, but that was full top, Travis. Oh, good. Yes. Exactly. We'll take the birdie. still like to find a shot that puts us closer in there, but just cut it too short. Part of me is actually considering on this hole just hitting a normal drive assistant. No, Jim, definitely not Tommy streaming. I tried to give that warning beforehand. You guys came to see a bunch of perfect shots and you came to the wrong place. Damn. I think that probably just shows how inconsistent the bounce is, Travis. Because we've had people in the chat that have shared using a like a power 4 ball and it working just fine. Don't want to play shootouts with a berserker. No, thank you. All right, so we were going good, but that sucks. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go Apocalypse Sniper and Kingmaker. I have a really weird setup for this second shot that I've been trying to get dialed in, and I've got it really close, and I'm not sure how exactly. Pussy. Okay, Derek. Well, I also don't want to bore you guys with a bunch of shootout holes either, so I might play a couple here and there, especially depending on how I'm playing. But what I was saying, I have this sort of a strange setup for the second shot here. I think initially I landed a little short and the tree line was going to be in the way with the wind blowing the way it is. And so I set it up by using like full right spin and basically just stuck with it from there. And now it's more just trying to get it dialed in. A little bit great left should be fine. So this should leave us basically a mid-range sniper, and the adjustment that I've been using has been 2 top spin, full right spin, and then taking off 2.2 miles per hour off of whatever the wind is, and setting the ball guide just to the right side of the cup, like the right half of it, which I know it's just random. I'd probably figure out how to actually adjust that better, but it's been really close. So instead of changing it up completely, I'm just going to stick with that and sort of tweak it as I go and see if we can't get it to drop eventually. I did get 3 to drop earlier. That was nice because I'd been on the hole twice earlier today, but couldn't get it to fall. So we got it to fall this time. All right, let's see where this one goes. I'm getting it dialed in all the way, so that one landed a little short, I guess, but it's right on line, so I feel pretty confident sticking with that for right now. Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, that sucks, Travis. That was the most online I've had it thus far. So I'm happy with that. And like I said, it's not hard since I know exactly how I adjust every time. So I'll probably stick with that for now. Jim, I think what happened on that fairway patch, and because the wind is blowing right to left, the trees actually were in the way of the trees were actually in the way of my alignment. So I was having to go into the trees, and so instead of to get around that, I did the full right spin so I could avoid the trees altogether. And beyond that, I just kind of stuck with it. Damn, that took a large bounce. Or better yet, the hole doesn't suck. I just suck at it. So, minus 14, not too bad, especially considering the par. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to, on hole number 1 or 10, if I'm going to try this berserker shot again on the left side, or if I'm going to go back to playing the right side the way that I've really always done it. I want to try the berserker shot again, but I actually played it perfect the first time. And I guess it went too far left and fell short of the fairway instead of bouncing off of it. So I think I'm actually going to, he actually preferred that from the third tee box. Yeah, I thought about taking a Wind 5 and Power 0 ball and actually using Thor's Hammer 6 on that hole, Travis, and I just haven't done it yet. So, I don't know whether I want to go left or right. I think we're going to go back to just going on the right side and playing it the way that I've pretty much always played it. Even though I do want to try that left side shot again. We might try it. I don't know yet. Use the rocket. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I don't really see that much as a hole-in-one hole anyway, so it's more just getting over there for a safe shot, which is really what I thought I was doing that on hole 7. We just got a really nasty bounce. All right, which shot do we want to play? You know what? I want to try this berserker shot again. Why not? Actually, great right might help this. Let's see. No, a little too much great right. Yeah, I'd like to play that shot, but the right side has just been a pretty consistent one, so I don't know. I don't know which one I want to go with. I think I'd be more apt to do the right side with, like with my main account, because I have the Endbringer 6, and on this one I'm using Rapier, which isn't my favorite. But I only have the Endbringer 4 on this account, and the accuracy is actually better on the Rapier. So hard to judge. Oh well. Hey, at least I hit it perfect. That's a plus. Oh, that would have been nice to get that to drop. Yeah, let's skip that. We're about to play that hole anyway. All right. And I think we're going to use the Raptor ball here, a little bit wind resistant. I really hate to use my Wind 5 balls anymore at all, unless I feel like there's a really good opportunity for the hole-in-one, or it's just a dangerous shot. I'll probably play a Wind 5 ball here on my main account. Stream's stopping every 30 seconds. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was stopping, man. Sorry about that. Thanks, Travis. I'm not sure why, like what the streaming issue is. It's just bad signal or what. There hasn't been any like hiccups for me. No, Scott, I play expert on all three of my accounts. I actually, I don't even have an account that's in the Masters Weekly League, so I can't play Masters tournaments because, to be honest, I really just don't play that much anymore. I don't play tour games really at all anymore. I've been playing about one extra ring here. I actually hit one perfect. Well, I've been hitting great right on this hole just about every your weekly league's choice. To be honest, I pretty much play just enough to stay an expert. So however many games it takes me to stay an expert, for the weekly league, that's how many I play on each account, pretty much. Every now and then I'll play, a few extra games on one of the accounts, just depending on my mood or if I'm bored or whatever. But no, for the most part, I've lost pretty much any interest in playing tour play. I love the tournaments and love playing them and participating in the chat and everything. But tour play, I don't know. I've lost interest, kind of lost the desire to play it. I don't know why or when that came about, but I hope you didn't use much backspin here. That's going to end up short. That was fortunate. I don't know why. I just really lost interest in the tour play games. Yeah, Derek, I know. You want me to get to 5170, but pretty much I played a few games in Tour 11 once I finally closed Tour 10, which I think is what really killed my drive to play this game altogether was Tour 10. The evil bitch that it is. Anyway, I got through that and played a few games in Tour 11, and I mean, it's fun, but I don't know. I just don't have that. Okay, Scott in 11. Okay. How many games have you played into Tour 11? Like, I haven't played that many. I don't know, maybe 20 games tops into Tour 11. Let's see. I guess we'll play this one here. But yeah, I've probably played like 20 games or so into Tour 11. And it's fun. I mean, it's challenging from the third tees, of course, but I don't know. I just don't have that same desire. Like when I first started playing, I played way too much. It was constant. Anytime I had a minute to spare, I was playing, to probably the detriment to a lot of things, but yeah, I just don't, even when I have time. Got up around 4,500 trophies and lost them. Now it seems win 1, lose 2. Yeah, that sounds familiar. That sounds exactly like I did in Tour 10. In Tour 10, I actually raced through the first, I don't know, probably 500 trophies the first time I played in Tour 10. To like 800 trophies, and yes, it is a grind. Got up to like 800 trophies, lost down to like 400 or just below 400, and then basically stopped for a bit and then grinded back up to where I was one game short, and stayed there forever, as Derek and Travis and Brett can all attest to. I stayed in Tour 10 forever, not because I was playing games and losing, but because I just freaking, I couldn't. All right, Derek, take care, man. Best of luck in yours, too. I think you said you're playing tonight, or playing right now. But in Tour 10, I would get to the last game and just couldn't close it out. And then I'd lose 2 or 3, and it'd be right back to the same thing. Win 1, lose 2. So we actually dropped this on the front 9, and I have a very comfortable adjustment for it. Oh, that sucks, Derek. You're not playing well? So on this shot, I used the Season 1 ball, which is basically a dead ball without the side spin. I used 2 backspin, full left, no overpower. Basically just get it set to where it's right here on the edge of the fairway, so I give myself plenty of room to the left. And actually will over adjust it. about a half a ring. Use nearly about 3/4 of a ball curl. And this generally puts us right up there, just, you know, like 2 yards or so short of the end. Yeah, that one's been very, very consistent. And now for the second shot, use the Cataclysm, even though it has the limited ball guide. But I've been using 2 backspin, 1 bar right side spin to sort of offset the wind blowing to the left, and adjusting at max distance with the second bounce landing on the fairway just short of the green. And like I said, sides. And then on the front 9 of this, we actually got it to drop, so. See if we can actually get it again. And that's probably the furthest I've been away from it today. So I don't know if we just had the alignment wrong or got a weird hop or what, but either way, tap in eagle with an opportunity to make the Alba. It's not a very high percentage drop, but it's there and close enough that I feel confident I can drop it every now and then, maybe pick up an extra. Close. So we'll take the easy eagle and move on. All right. Hole. Okay. I'm just going to go Kingmaker here. I hate because we have to land so far up. The bounce is so dramatic, and the amount of backspin you have to use. I don't really feel like this is much of a hole-in-one hole. I've getting it close, and again, first we're playing this game, wasn't this much info going, so. Anyway, I've been close. I don't really know that. I mean, if I drop it, I'm going to consider this one somewhat lucky. I do have a sort of a decent line on it. Jim, I saw your message saying there wasn't as much info, but it gets cut off, and I don't have a second device where I can see all the chat. It just shows up on my screen as partial messages, so I'm sorry I couldn't see the rest of that. But anyway, so on this, my line is the third, see the third line on the green? That's where I'm setting my alignment and using full backspin. And the initial setup, this is silly, but initial setup, I put 2 right spin on it. I won't use that, but I don't take it off until I get the shot set up. I know this makes no sense, but see right here, the second, that line right there, the darker line, and then actually take that and I will remove the side spin. Yeah, I know I have some really weird ways of getting lined up, but whatever works. Ah, yeah, that'll miss left. Or, better yet, it'll kick further right. Never mind. Didn't think about the slope of that. But, again, I don't really consider this one. With streaming now easier for players to learn advanced faster than when it came out. Yeah, definitely, Jim. I can't imagine, like, how much worse the learning curve would have been without people like Tommy. I watch Tommy's videos a lot. I still occasionally will kind of look in and more looking for particular shots if I'm struggling with one in a tournament, or just as some background noise if I'm sitting at work. Spencer is actually my, I guess, favorite streamer to watch. He just has a good mix of, it's entertaining. He's obviously a great player, and he can be very informative. It would be easier if you didn't have to use so much backspin and hit into the embankment, because it just pops the ball up so much. You can't get a smooth rollout. Anyway, so Spencer's stream, the reason I like it, it's still small enough that you have, he can address things individually, an individual question, or, be talkative to the people in the chat. Whereas I think Tommy has so many people that there's just no way you can even possibly keep up. It's almost gotten too big for its own good, but it still serves a great purpose, obviously. All right, any clubs? Okay. I don't know why I chose the putter. Anyway. So back to where we started. Hopefully we can get the tee shot. But I think Sykes now trying to advance and hard towards not being able to see spin. Scott, I actually disagree with you on that one. That was the greatest thing I thought that Playdemic has ever done. I love the fact that they got rid of being able to see the spin, because it was so incredibly frustrating to play a shot, have to go first. The advantage was just too big. The advantage was so big for the person going second that it just made it to where it was just frustrating. Great left should help. Oh, never mind. We landed too far left. That's an awesome shot. Told you guys, don't come here if you thought you were going to see perfect constantly. So that's going to make it incredibly difficult to get the eagle now. But yeah, regarding not seeing the spin, I think that was the best upgrade they've ever done. The advantage, just like when we've done the in-house tournaments, I don't know if you guys have participated or not, but it's such an advantage to be able to go second when you're playing the friendlies, and you can still see the spin. In particular, this last one, when you're learning a new tour. Yeah, that's true, Scott. It did. It helped when you were learning a new tour. That's very true. And I can see that point. It's just at the higher tours especially, it's so advantageous. And I think that was just the problem, is it's one thing to do that in the lower tours where there's, good shots and great shots, and, skill could really determine it. But once the skill levels start getting relatively close, let's see, are we going to be able to do anything with this? All right, we're going to try a miracle shot here. Woo, 4. Woo, that's a great shot, Jeremy. I just put myself in worse trouble. Whatever. That's getting the eagle after that tee shot is difficult anyway, and especially when take off a half bar of something and you wind up winning. That's bullshit. I do agree. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean, Scott. We played. Matter of fact, I can think of a perfect example of before they changed it, I got matched up with Travis on one of his streams. And I don't remember if it was like Tour 9 or... Ooh, that's unfortunate. He just got the same rollout glitch that I got back on hole 7. Anyway, I was paired up with Travis. Obviously, Travis is a significantly better player than I am. Oh, this sucks. Okay. All right, well, let's try to get creative here. Okay. Wonderful. Now we can just par a hole. Sorry, guys. I just really botched this hole. Let's see if our opponent can bail us out a little bit. Anyway, so I matched up with Travis. I believe it was like on Tour 9 or something. But it was before. It was when you could see the spin. And we were in a shootout hole. And Travis had to go first. And I just remember distinctly when he set up, it being completely different than how I planned on playing it. And I saw his result. And had I gone first, I would have missed by freaking 10 yards probably. It wouldn't have been close. But I copied his shot exactly and just made a slight adjustment to what he had done. And I end up winning the hole. Come on, please get in the hole. Please get in the hole. Oh, yeah, you guys got an example here of exactly how not to play a hole. This is absolutely pathetic. All right, that's not going to work. All right, let's try this. Four. Jesus, I don't think I hit even a decent... Jesus. Wow, this is just dumb luck. That was stupid. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, that example with Travis was the perfect example. I ended up telling him right after, like, I would have never set my shot up that way. And so instead, I end up winning against a player who's clearly better and, would have won that shootout 9 times out of 10 normally. And I was actually able to, effectively steal a win only because I could copy his shot. And that was it. All right, are we back to hole 6? Yeah. All right, so we are going to try this time we're going to adjust a little bit further right and see if we can get the ball coming in at a better angle and stay out of the damn rough this time. I've done that a couple of times now and can't seem to get the adjustment just right. So my normal line has been right here. We're going to take it a little bit further over. All right, let's see what we can do here. Okay, I'll take that. So yeah, just a little bit of move that over, maybe a 1 ring, half a ring, and Much better result. Someone actually posted a shot that I saw yesterday of using Thor's hammer. I think you needed Thor's hammer 6, a berserker ball, and hitting a slice shot from the left side of this hole. And it was a pretty sweet shot. I don't have the nerve to try it since this one works so well, but it is another option. Nice shot. It makes up a little bit from that last hole. Again, sorry for that one, guys. That was, man, just compounding bad shot after bad shot. And then get extremely lucky to actually pull off a birdie. So I still think in this tournament, it's going to take, like, I think 29 is going to probably win most brackets. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ugh. That sucks, man. After a great tee shot, too. Good luck. All right, let me go check real quick because I'm sure that I've probably filled up. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, back to the hole that screwed us. Yeah, we're gonna stick to the same thing. I think it's unlikely that we can get unlucky again and catch some fringe glitch or whatever the hell that was that happened to us last time. That was the first time that's ever happened. And this hole, to be honest, I'm looking to get birdie and move along. If it ever drops, it'll be more luck than anything, and I'll take it, of course, but definitely not anticipating a birdie. I mean, excuse me, anything more than a birdie. Yeah, Scott, I'm with you, man. I can't. Every time, I'll take it, 100%. I'll take that every single time and move on. This is, to be honest, this was the easiest, in my opinion anyway, when it came out. This was the easiest par 3 of the Porthela Cove, and it's just, the other two were awful. The dick hole and that mountain hole where you had to over adjust like 50%. I hated those. Tried the rough bump with no success. I haven't tried a rough bump on this one, Scott. That's a thin line. You got more nerve than me, that's for sure. And I like rough bumps, but yeah, see, I'll take that shot too. And that's, you get right here on the fringe, easy chip in. You probably should just dunk it, but ooh. That's gross. Yeah, definitely whenever I'm trying to par 3 rough bump, I generally try to go with the with the wind 5 ball. But I'm not the greatest, as you guys can see, I'm not the greatest at hitting perfect. So on the tight ones, like where there's a really small rough bump, really small spot you have to hit, and my nerves are racked trying to play it. I like the, yeah, birdie and move on, exactly. I like the rough bumps like on. You know, this hole I haven't really found a successful line yet either. We're not going to play it this time. We're just going to give it to Dusty and move on. Need to get my phone plugged up before the battery dies on me. Hold on just a second, guys. Did that. Why is that not charging? Okay, well, I guess my charger isn't wanting to work. All right, so we're going to try this again. And we're going to go with a berserker again and try to land a little bit further down this time. And see if we can't get the angle correct. And this hole is just a crapshoot. I've got a great video from the last time we had this hole in the Eagle Peak tournament or whatever, and I was able to put it on the green just about every time, and damn near made a hole-in-one on one of them. But I guess with the wind direction being different, it's not bouncing the same, or they made some type of change to the hole that made it more difficult. I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 shots that have successfully, like replicated what it did in the previous tournament. This is definitely not the same. And I'm still tempted. All right, let's try this again. Four. That looks like that might be coming in too far left. No? You know what? I can take that. That's not horrible, but I wish I could have gotten all the way through and been able to actually have a chip and not a rough shot out of it, but whatever. We'll take it. Okay, my phone is actually charging now. Good. So now if we can just hit one perfect, then this is very makeable. Of course, judging how much this wind is going to impact it is going to be difficult, but I'm going to try it about right there. Come on, baby. Get in the hole. Close. Close, close, close. That one's tricky to judge. The wind is... And then, of course, hitting off of a downhill. It'd probably be smarter if I think I could actually hit it perfect. Then probably play it closer to the hole and... be smarter. Yeah, I should probably do that. But, you know, those shots probably bother me more than anything because I don't always hit perfect out of the rough. Like, it was again, Daryl. But yeah, like my percentage recently has gone up significantly out of the rough, and it's just noticing something about the timing. But hell, I used to make maybe 30%. What's the top? We had a 27. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to go with? All right. But anyway, recently it's gotten significantly better where I'm actually hitting perfect out of the rough a much higher percentage of the time. And I think it bothers me that when I don't make them because it was so rare that I would actually hit perfect that now when I do, I feel like I should make every one of them, which is, I know, ridiculous, but... There we go, that's better. So a little bit further to the right this time, which is again what started this whole strange adjustment, but how maybe we can actually get it to drop this time. That would make me feel a little bit better justified about my about my really strange alignment here. Well played, sir. Well played. Yeah, right. Well, Jim, yeah, I say it works. I haven't I haven't actually dropped it yet. I thought we were going to get it. I'm going to go a little bit more topspin this time and see if we can get this thing to drop. So we're taking off 2.2, so we're going to go 5.6. There. Now if we can just hit perfect. Let's go, get in the hole. Oh! Yeah, so it's really close. Nearly perfected it. That's twice that we've almost dropped it. But I'll take it. If I'm that close to Alba and the shot is that easily replicated, you know, it really just comes down to hitting a decent tee shot. And, you know, I feel like if we get that shot every time, there's at least a decent % chance that we can drop it. And that'll definitely be an extra on the field for sure. So overall, I'm going to shoot 26, which is not bad, especially considering a par. And thank you, Scott. And you know, we'll have to be why 2.2, Jimmy. I don't have a good answer for you, Jimmy, except for when I initially did the setup. I just started eyeballing how far off I was. So instead of changing the rings, or instead of changing the spin or anything like that, I recognized, like, okay, well, I'm maybe 2 rings off. And so I took off, 2 miles an hour, and just started tinkering with it like that. And then each time I missed or whatever, I would, just slightly adjust it. And basically 2.2 is where I really stopped tinkering, pretty much. I wish I had a better technical, creative answer for you or something, but that's really what it boiled down to, was just that's what worked, and I decided I would just stick with that. Have ended up had I hit it perfect. There's so many little mounds and everything in the landing area there that's why I hate this shot. It's just seems to lack any level of consistency at all. So anyway, like I said, we'll take a 26, and hopefully we should probably take this shootout. So I'm always left when the ball rolls out for me, no matter what spin or wind adjustments. I'm assuming you mean on 9/18, Jimmy, that it always ends up left. That's weird, because I think it tends to kick right, but I don't know. I don't know what the traditional bounce is, because the very first time I played it, I put the max right spin on it, and I've done it that way since. So I couldn't even tell you what what we're talking about, not this shootout. Good luck, man. Okay, so 26, we'll take it. Nothing, yeah, Jimmy, I used the max right spin, so I don't even know what the normal bounce really is. Yeah, 26, let's see, what do we got? Beat by Albatross. He had 2 albatrosses, and I only had 1. Okay, so not a bad scorecard. Obviously, we got the bad break on 7, and then, of course, we got a good break on 5, so I guess it sort of balanced out. But I'll take a 26. It'll be a decent tiebreaker. Sure thing, Jim. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the chat or something if this is something you want me to do in the future. I don't ever know. But anyway, thanks, Scott, Jimmy, Jim, everybody who showed up. Best of luck to you guys. I'll see you in the chat, and I'll talk to you soon, man.